This afternoon, there was a question and answer session with Nick Winkleman, Chief Operating Officer of Corpus Christi Water. We asked one question that many of you have been asking: how will the city determine when to declare a level 1 water emergency? And more importantly, when? Here's the answer we got.
We are currently modeling to see how the river is reacting with the additional flow from the western well field. Once we have a couple more weeks of data, we will revise the dashboard with this new information and present a new projected date of level 1 water emergency. I would say that's going to be mid-April timeframe.
Another question had to do with how will the city enforce curtailment?
So the drought contingency plan does say that after any violation of the drought contingency plan, a person or organization, business could be cited, and after 2 citations that are found guilty, Corpus Christi Water would be authorized to terminate water service.
Winkleman added that Corpus Christi Water does not take this lightly. He further stated that every case will be looked at. He stressed that a water customer would have to be found guilty of violations by a judge. A key part of the city's drought contingency plan are the different drought stages and when they are triggered. We're currently under stage 3 restrictions, which kick in when our combined lake levels are below 20% of combined capacity. We've been under stage 3 since December 16th, 2024. Where are we today? Our combined capacity is at 8%. Well, during today's water workshop, there was a comment made that it would take a little more than one tropical storm or a hurricane to fill Choke Canyon Reservoir and Lake Corpus Christi. So we bring in our chief meteorologist, Stephanie Lauber, to give us the science behind that.
So that comment is not accurate. Unfortunately, a hurricane could give a lot of water. We actually only need about 10 to 20% of what a tropical system could offer. And remember, that does come with other impacts. At this point, I think we may benefit from a storm that is very water generous and lower on the other impacts that we see, like storm surge, devastating winds, and tornadoes. But I want to give the example. 1967, Beulah, that filled Lake Corpus Christi with 25 inches of rainfall. Choke Canyon did not exist at the time, but that was one example of a tropical system that completely turned the water situation around. Yeah. Now, here's where things stand for us right now. We are sitting at a rainfall deficit of just over 4 inches for what we would expect year to date in rainfall. We are behind by about 1/8 of the rainfall we typically receive for the entire year, just under 32 inches of rainfall. So for March, we made some gains. We've had more than a ½ inch of rainfall, almost 2/3. And I think we're going to add to that this weekend. I've got some updates on the Easter holiday weekend forecast and the rainfall we're expecting. I'll bring that to you in your forecast in just a few.